His work is cut out in KZN. He must just focus and do what other provincial commissioners are doing. Why is he getting so angry from his little corner where he's sitting? He must just concentrate on his work and do his work. And stop questioning the minister. That is why he's defying the minister even about the disbandment of this political killing task team. And what kind of a discipline officer does that, who would disrespect the minister in the open like that?
The National Deputy Commissioner of Police, Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya, has been officially suspended following explosive allegations made by KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Commissioner General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, implicating Sibiya in serious misconduct and obstruction of justice. The dramatic development comes after General Mkhwanazi publicly accused Sibiya of derailing investigations into political assassinations and organized crime. According to Mkhwanazi, Sibiya unlawfully took control of more than 120 sensitive dockets without proper authorization, allegedly shielding political connected individuals from prosecution. These revelations have shaken public trust in the leadership of the South African Police Service. In media briefing held in KwaZulu-Natal, SAPS National Commissioner General Fani Masemola confirmed the suspension and said he has been served with documents and will take leave while the process is underway. We don't like to discuss internal matters in public, but he has been asked to stay home while other processes unfold. Sibiya's suspension comes shortly after his contentious appearance on SABC News, where he sought to discredit Mkhwanazi's claims, displaying a defiant tone. Sibiya accused the provincial commissioner of fabricating allegations and sensationalizing matters in public, and said, "I'm a disciplined member of SAPS. I'm not going to behave like Mkhwanazi and speak out in the media," adding that he will respond through proper legal channels. Despite claiming discipline, Sibiya launched into personal attacks, suggesting Mkhwanazi's evidence was sourced from TikTok, and mocked at the general's decision to speak out in public. When questioned about allegations linking him to drug cartels, the disbanding of the political killings task team, and interfering with firearm-related investigations, Sibiya insisted he had done nothing wrong. SABC journalist Griselda Lewis pressed Sibiya hard during the interview, pointing to the gravity of the allegations and their national importance. Sibiya maintained his innocence, dismissed any wrongdoing, and claimed that Mkhwanazi was acting out of jealousy or personal vendetta, and said, "I'm the one who ensured the suspects in the AKA case were arrested," portraying himself as a hard-working officer being unfairly targeted. Sibiya also attempted to downplay any conflict with Mkhwanazi, claiming he had recently been invited by General to a golf meeting and was puzzled by the hostility, and said no one is fighting Mkhwanazi, he's fighting alone. However, Mkhwanazi has taken a hardline stance, saying he refuses to be friends with criminals, a veiled reference to Sibiya after learning of meetings between the Deputy Commissioner and Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, who is also implicated in Mkhwanazi's claims. The minister is alleged to have ties to Vusi Musi, Kat Matlala, a controversial figure facing serious criminal charges, yet reportedly shielded by political protection and still benefiting from the SAPS contract. In response, Sibiya urged Mkhwanazi to stop challenging the minister and sarcastically suggested if he wants to be the Minister of Police, he must just say so. The controversy marks one of the most turbulent moments in the SAPS recent history, as internal power struggles and deep-rooted corruption allegations threaten the credibility of the relations policing institutions. The suspended Deputy National Police Commissioner, Sibiya, also appeared to have changed his tune following his suspension. In an interview with the Eyewitness News, Sibiya adopted a noticeably humble tone, marking a sharp contrast to his earlier stance, where he appeared to undermine and discredit KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Sibiya now claims to have a good working relationship with Mkhwanazi, describing him as a serious police officer and a straightforward person. He stated that he respects Mkhwanazi as a fellow general and confirmed that they had spoken about their differences, which he believed had been resolved, and said, "This is embarrassing to the public. We should be united in fighting crime, not creating divisions." He insisted there has never been a personal conflict between him and Mkhwanazi, framing their past disagreements as minor and professional, not personal, and said, "We spoke last year, there was a disagreement, but nothing major, we are fine." Sibiya also alleged that external forces are at play, attempting to sow discord within the police ranks. According to him, these unnamed individuals have been spreading false information between him and Mkhwanazi, allegedly telling each of them that the other is preparing to act against them. Despite the growing controversy, Sibiya maintains his innocence. He denied any association with the individual named Ket Madlala and distanced himself from the Independent Police Investigating Directorate case in which attempts were allegedly made to arrest the General Mkhwanazi. He emphasized that he had no role in that matter and said, "I work extremely hard as a senior officer. I hardly even have time for my family." Underscoring his dedication to duty, he also denied harboring any ambitions to become the National Commissioner of the SAPS and refuted claims that he is attempting to tarnish Mkhwanazi's image or investigate him. However, Sibiya's name has also surfaced in another high-profile matter, the ongoing Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. He has been implicated in the alleged cover-up of the circumstances surrounding the footballer's death. Meyiwa was shot and killed in 2014 Vosloorus, south of Johannesburg, while visiting his then-girlfriend singer Kelly Khumalo. Allegations suggest that senior police officials, including Sibiya, may have played a role in concealing the truth about what really happened that night. As investigations continue, public scrutiny on the SAPS leadership deepens, raising serious concerns about internal divisions, political interference, and the integrity of country's top law enforcement officials. Meanwhile, the Umkhonto weSizwe Party said it was heading to the Constitutional Court to challenge a decision to appoint an interim police minister. The party said that there was no provision in the Constitution for a minister to be placed on special leave, neither for two ministers to be appointed to the same portfolio at the same time. Making an announcement, the MK Party's parliamentary leader John Hlophe said he'd been given the green light to challenge President Cyril Ramaphosa's Sunday announcement to suspend Police Minister Senzo Mchunu and use his constitutional prerogative to appoint a parliamentary outsider to lead the department in the interim. The party also does not support the establishment of a commission of inquiry to investigate claims of corruption, infiltration and capture of South African Police Service. The Umkhonto weSizwe Party wants President Ramaphosa to fire Mchunu, saying there was enough evidence to show he'd misled Parliament and the country on several occasions. Hlophe said that the party had approached Parliament's Ethics Committee to investigate Mchunu and said, "We are dealing with a minister who has serious allegations. With a history of lying, I've openly called him a pathological liar when it comes to lying." Hlophe said that the court papers were already being drafted to approach the country's top court to challenge the appointment of Feroz Kachelia to head the police ministry while Mchunu was on leave, and said the issues are of a serious nature. There is so much at stake. Time is not on our side. We can't go to the High Court and waste time. The MK Party said that a commission of inquiry into the police was a waste of time and taxpayers' money, saying that the police commissioner should act on the allegations made against senior officials who were reportedly stalling investigations. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.